Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shirin, and I and Vikrant from iCare Heal would like to welcome you all in today's webinar on enhancing your online presence. The reason why we are hosting a webinar on this topic is due to the rise in the search of doctors online. The increase has been 32% since 2020 and 400% since 2019. This webinar is brought to you by iCare Heal. iCare Heal is a health tech platform specially designed for primary care. Now, you doctors can grow their practice with iCare Heal with all-in-one's doctors app and web platform. You can now connect with your patients online and provide them delight at every touch point through their patient's app. So let me move ahead now and introduce you to the speaker of the webinar. Our speaker for today is Anirban Naskar. He is an IT graduate and he is also the founder of Simply Digital, which offers digital marketing services. And over the years, he has consulted various big corporations like HUL, HSBC, Club Mahindra, and many more. So let's get started. I'm going to hand it over to Anirban now.
Thank you, Shirin. Shirin, can you just stop sharing so that I can start with my screen? Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, doctors. Thank you for joining us today. And I hope this session will bring some valuable inputs to you and to your services that you offer. And today in this session, I'm going to talk about the very small things and the very fundamental things that you can do on digital marketing. If you have any query, then you can put all those queries in your chat box, and later on we will pick all those queries and try to answer to best of my knowledge. Okay, so let's get started. And the first question that I want to ask from all of you is what is digital marketing? So this is a very fundamental question. What is a digital marketing, and how this is different from all the other traditional marketing that we had earlier? So digital marketing is basically reaching out to a potential customer using internet as a medium. So earlier we had TV, print, radio. They were not the part of digital marketing because they were electronic marketing, you can say, like the TV and the radio, but they were not digital because the internet was not involved. But nowadays, if you're watching even a Netflix, and if you're seeing any kind of ad, that is a part of digital marketing because internet is involved. So reaching out to your potential customers using internet is digital marketing. So that is a very fundamental question. Now the question is, why there is so much buzz around digital marketing and why this is growing? So if you see the left hand side graph, if you see this orange bar, the spend on digital marketing by big corporates, okay, all these big advertisers, you see on the left hand side, this number is growing tremendously. This orange bar is the growth of the digital advertising spend. This blue bar is the TV spend, and this green bar is print, and this OH is outdoors and holdings. Okay, so as you can see, the digital marketing has almost reached the level of TV, and it is expected by 2023 or 2024 it will overcome the TV spends. Okay, so that's how the digital marketing is growing. And also, like, if I may ask you why this number is growing, clearly because, see, first, you see the data price, 1 GB data price in US is around 600 rupees in Indian currency. The price of 1 GB data in China is around 80 rupees, but in India it's around 10 rupees per 1 GB data, and all this data is coming from Fiki. Okay, so if you say this, the data price has gone down, and also the consumption, the average consumption of mobile data per month in India is around 16 GB, whereas in China is around 12 GB, whereas in US is around 9 GB. So you see, if you compare, the cost of data in India is less, and the the mobile data usage in India is very high. And moreover, there are around 80 crore Indians who are online, who are purchasing products from online stores or online market, or they are browsing through various social media, searching on Google and YouTube. Okay, 45% of 15 years plus age of population has smartphones nowadays. and average Indian spend 4.6 hours per day on their phone, which has increased tremendously in last 5 to 6 years. Earlier we used to spend more time on TV, but now we are spending less time on TV and spending more time on our mobile devices. And there are around 10 crores online shoppers. Okay, so as as I, a business owner, I find digital marketing is one of the channel through which I can grow my business. Now let's see some other insights, like what is happening in the healthcare industry. And I have collated this data, I have pulled out this data from Google Keyword Planner. So when you search for online doctor's appointment as a keyword, you can see here the online doctor's appointment keyword from India in English searched on Google from June 2019 to May 2021. So see, in last 2 years the number has grown from 30,000 or less than 30,000 to almost like 60,000. So the number has grown like 200%. Okay, twice. So that is the power of this digital beast, I would say. Okay, so everybody is searching nowadays, is searching for online doctor's appointment. You might wonder, okay, like, okay, people are searching for online doctor's appointment for, let's say, online consultation, and maybe that has increased because of this COVID situation. But that's not true, because now people are getting used to these online platforms. Let me show you another example. Now people searching for doctors near me or clinic near me. Even if they're searching for a physical clinic or a doctors, they want to visit a doctor, the search has improved from around 1 million to around 2 millions now. So that number has also grown almost double in last 2 years. And this number will keep on growing. The more we get used to digital, people will start behaving more digitally. So the core thought is, this is the good time, you stay ahead of the curve and you become digital savvy and you come on digital. Okay, so that is very important. Now the question is, users are there, users are searching for these digital platforms, and users are searching for doctors or healthcare services on Google or on Facebook or any other digital platforms. But as an advertiser, what advantage do you have on digital? Okay, so the first point is, it's very less time consuming. So for example, for a print or for a radio or for a TV ad, it will take at least 7 days that to create a creative, putting it on newspaper, crack a deal, and all those things. On Google or on a Facebook or on a YouTube, it will take hardly 2 hours to make a campaign live. So it's very less time consuming. The targeting can be very precise. So for example, if you run a campaign on TV, you can run it a particular channel in a particular time slot, but you cannot decide, okay, I want to target for this particular audience segment. But here with Google or with Facebook, you can target key, okay, I want to run ad on Google for all those people who are looking for dental clinic or who are looking for root canal treatment. Let's say, I'm just giving an example. So you can target your users to this, or you can also target to, let's say, female aged between, let's say, 24 to 35, who is showing interest in pregnancy, mother care, on all those various kind of interest based targeting through Facebook. Okay, so the targeting is very precise compared to all the traditional media. Also, this is very cost effective. When I say cost effective, that means you have to pay for click, otherwise you don't pay. So the moment a consumer click on your ad and visit your website, then only you have to pay, otherwise you don't have to pay any money. Okay, and you can choose like which payment model you want to go for. So that's how it works. So you have to pay for a click, and that's why I say it's very cost effective. You are not wasting your money just to put the ad somewhere. I'll give you an example. On YouTube, you must be seeing any ad. Do you know, we pay for those ads only if the person or the user watch my ad for at least 30 seconds or the complete video. Okay, so if my message is completely delivered, then only I pay the money. So all these bidding models are there, and that's why I say it's very cost effective. And finally, and the most important is, it's highly measurable. You can track down everything. Okay, so on the right hand side, if you can see a panel, whatever campaign you run, you can see how many people you have reached out to, how many number of ads they have seen, what is the cost per click, what is the cost per conversion. You can see everything. So it's completely measurable. Whatever money you're spending, you can measure it down. If you see for a particular geography or for a particular interest, you are not getting the right conversion, the cost is too high, you can immediately stop those campaigns. So it's very flexible, it's less time consuming, precisely targetable, very cost effective and measurable. Now, at a beginner level, how can you use digital marketing? And see, being a digital professional, we do a lot of things. But as a beginner, what you need is you can promote yourself on Google My Business, the local store, okay? Or you can run Google ads, people searching for your services, you trigger your ads to them. And finally, Facebook ads. And for Facebook ads, people who has a particular interest or to create awareness. So for example, you have a new clinic opened up in Gurgaon Sushant Lok, and you want to advertise and you want to make people aware of that particular clinic, you can run a Facebook ad so that people get aware of your brand. Okay, so that's how you can do. But please understand, to all these things, there is a core requirement, there is a prerequisite, and that is website. You need website along with the right set of search engine optimization, SEO, to build a strong foundation. If you have a great website with a great SEO implemented on it, you can do all the other marketing in the right manner. Okay, so the website is very important along with the SEO. Now let me tell you, like, what are the best practices of website and why do you need a website? So why we need a website? Because it's a social proof. Whenever a user is looking for a particular services, and whenever they stumble upon to a particular company, they first go and check their website. That is like a general trend. Okay, even I do that. So if I'm looking for a particular training classes, okay, I'll just go and search on Google and then visit their website, check their team members, check their services, their prices, their testimonials, everything. And then I go and fill up their lead forms or whatever call to action that they have. So it's like a social proof. It's very important. If you don't have a website, then people might say like, okay, they don't have a website, I don't have much information, I don't know what is the kind of services that they're providing. So that is the first important. Second, it has to be discoverable on search engine. Until unless you have a website, Google cannot throw any result. So they require a particular website to trigger any result. Okay, that's why on Google search engine you need a website for your own with all your services. And SEO is the most important thing, because once you are there on the Google search ranking in the top 5 or in the top 10, then people are going to trust, people are going to click on it, and people are going to fill up your lead form, and people are going to put their queries for your services. So SEO, search engine optimization, is an unpaid medium through which you can be on the top of the Google search or on the first page of the Google search and start getting customers for your business or for your services. So that's why the SEO is very important. And for SEO you need a website, because we do SEO only for the websites. And finally, the website works 24/7. So for example, if your call center team or your telecallers or your receptionist, if he or she is not available at the desk at night, but people can still look for various information, and also they can fill up their lead form, they can fill up their details, they can book an appointment through your website. So your website works 24/7, and that's why you need a website for yourself. Okay, otherwise you may like lose a lot of customers. So that's why the website is important. Now, what are the best practices of website? The first, you need a domain, of course, okay, that suits your business. And then you have to purchase a hosting, and you have to link those domain and hosting, and you need a developer to do that. Okay, then after you have purchased a domain and a hosting, then you need some developer to create a mobile responsive website which will fit both desktop and mobile. Nowadays 75% of the users are coming through mobile device only. So that's why you need both desktop and mobile device, mobile responsive websites. Okay, once you have this kind of website, then you also need to optimize your website to rank on search engine or to rank on Google. And for that you need to create SEO friendly content, SEO friendly architecture. Okay, you need that. Okay, Then apart from that, you also need to put your address, your location, your contact numbers, your sales person's number, your email IDs. You have to put all these details on your website. And finally, you also need to mention your social media handles or a YouTube channel. Why? Because please understand. So for example, I get few customers in my clinic, and they have a very good feedback for me. If I shoot a video, if I take their video testimonial and put it on my YouTube channel or put it on my Facebook page, then I can directly embed that into my website. And when I have got this kind of content where people are showing trust, that will create more trust to other customers or your prospective customers. Okay, so you need to embed your social media handles as well as the YouTube channel. So this is these are the 6 best practices of website. So buy a domain, buy a hosting, create a mobile responsive website, make the SEO right, fill out all the contact details, and embed your social media handles. Okay, so these are the 6 best practices. Now, why SEO along with the website is important? Because anybody's ultimate objective is to be on the first page of Google. We all know this. I want to be on the very first page. So that is the most important thing. And that for that very reason, we need SEO. It is the cheapest marketing channel, because once you are there on the top 5, you don't have to pay a single money to any advertiser or any agency, and you will start getting traffic, you will start getting consumers, you will start getting your prospective customers for your services. Because if you are there on the Google search, people will search for your product and they will come to your website and do the job for you. And organic results means the Google search result. If you see on the top, there are 4 ads, then you have got 10 results, organic results, and then you have got 3 ads. The real estate, the space for organic is more than uh, any other segment like the ads or anything else. Okay, so the real estate for organic result is the most, and people, they trust all those organic results. So if you have ad versus if you have a non-ad, if someone is coming on the non-ad result, people have a better click ratio. So the first position of non-ad organic result, people click 32% on that, 32%. And in the 5th position, they get around 3 to 4% clicks. So you can see the power of organic. Okay, so that's why the SEO becomes very important for you. But yes, SEO comes hand in hand with your website, so you need website as well. So now I will hand it over to Shirin, so that she can share some insights with you. Over to you, Shirin.
So, thank you, Anirban, for outlining the characteristics of a good website. Now, let's conduct a poll to see how many of you have a website of your own. I hope everyone has answered the question. We'll also take a look at the results from this question. So, as you can see, the majority of you don't have a website, and this is very consistent with the data we have that majority of doctors don't have website on their own. Now, let's see how iCareHeal can help you with this. So, with iCareHeal's website builder, you'll be able to create a website in just 5 minutes. And with that, it will have all the characteristics of a good website, which Anirban has talked before, like easy to read content, proper CTA button, SEO friendly content, responsive layout, and good navigation. Now let's take a look at this video, which will outline the steps I just mentioned. everyone for patiently viewing that video. Now I'll hand it over to Anirban again to continue with the importance of Google My Business, Google Ads, and Facebook ads for your website. Over to you, Anirban.
Thank you, Shirin. So I'm just sharing my screen again, and I hope you can see my screen, my presentation. Okay, so as I have talked about the importance of website and the SEO, and I got few questions from Dr. Rahul Gupta, and I have answered to it, but I will take those questions later on after this presentation is over. Okay, uh, these are the three things that I would ask you guys to start off in the very initial stage. Okay, first is Google My Business, and the objective is like, how can I optimize my local listing on Google Maps? And I suppose all of you have this Google My Business listing with you. Okay, so how you can make it more visible. Second, how you can generate more leads, or how you can get more customers who are searching for you using Google Ads. And how can you create awareness and generate leads using Facebook ads. Okay, so these are the three things that I'm going to discuss in upcoming slides. So let's start with Google My Business. How does it work? Okay, so for example, on your using your mobile device or sometimes desktop, if some user is searching for dental clinic near me, if a user is searching for dental clinic near me, then a lot of results will appear on the Google Map list. Okay, or like a Clove Dental or Dr. Puneet Arora Dentist, all these kind of various results appear on Google Maps. Okay, the moment I click on any of this listing, this kind of page will open up, which is managed through Google My Business. If you are not registered, you can just go to business.google.com, or even search on Google for Google My Business, sign up and create your own account for this. Okay, they will ask you for address, the product, services, various information they will take, and then they will create it. And this is completely free. You don't have to pay a single penny for this. Okay, so this kind of page will open up to any customer. Now a customer can directly give you a call. A customer can get directions for your clinic, for your services, for your office, and a person can directly visit your website. So you have got multiple call to action only on this Google My Business. Okay, and that's how it helps any clinic or any healthcare service providers to grow their customer database. Okay, now what is the objective? The objective is always to rank number one on Google Maps. So if someone is there on the number one position, they have the most higher chance of getting that customer. So the objective is being number one. Okay, and how can I do that? And I'll give you like very good insights. See, the as a business person, what we do is we create all this kind of digital asset, but we never focus on it. But the moment I start focusing on it, or I do some kind of activity, I can see all those improvements, I can see all those results. So you see, first thing that you have to do is you have to regularly update your photographs. So whatever photograph for your store, for outside of your customers, of your clinic, interior of your clinic, or any kind of surgery that we do, or any kind of customer satisfaction, customer testimonials that you have do, you can upload your photos, you can upload your videos. I will recommend at least 2 to 3 times in a week you should be doing it, updating your photographs. At least once in a month you should be posting about your services. So posting something like a COVID update. So right now this is a hot topic. Okay, and you can post about COVID, like what are the 5 things that you should avoid during COVID. So this kind of regular posting also help you get more better ranking on Google search. So if you are more active, Google is going to give you better rank. List all your services and products, because for every service that you update on Google My Business, please understand Google is going to pick that as a keyword, and you are going to get ranking for that. So for example, you have a root canal treatment, or you have dental implants. Okay, so you have to list down each one of them, because if someone is searching for dental implants near me, then you're going to be ranked over there. So you have to list all your services or products that you are offering. Okay, in your Google My Business, please make sure your name, which is there on your signage or on your hoarding or on your board, or that correct name should be there along with the right address, whatever is mentioned over there. Because I'll tell you, Google do physical verification as well. They will come and get all those data directly from outside, okay, and then they will try to verify it. If all those things are verified, then you are going to get a very good result. Your phone number should also be updated. So if you go and search on Google, there is a property called NAP, name, address, phone number, and these three values are one of the most important parameters for Google My Business ranking. Yes, reviews and ratings is again the most important thing. Let's say, for example, if a customer or if a clinic has one review with 5 stars, he is not going to get the number one position because he has got just one review with 5 star rating. If a person has got 1,000 reviews with 2 stars, he is also not going to get the rank for that. What you need is most number of reviews with approximately 4.5 to 4.7 kind of rating, because I know like everybody will there are some people who will try to put negative comments about you, negative ratings about you, and you can't do anything about it because it's an open platform. If anybody and everybody can come and put a review, the only way you can handle it is first flag it, but Google is not going to remove it. You have to get it flagged by almost more than 100 users, so you can't do that. What you can do is you can get some more reviews over it. So if someone is putting 5 star rating or 5 star review, like 2 3 5 star reviews above that negative review, you will go, that will like compensate for that. Okay, so this, so I'm saying like getting a 4.4 to 4.7 is a good rating, but yes, try to get as many number of ratings or as many number of reviews as possible. Okay, then finally you need a website. So if you have seen like in the previous slide, there was an option of website. This website is very important. So if you see like there is this website called gitanjalidental.in, and there is some COVID update that they have mentioned. So you also need a website with your regular posting. So because what Google is going to do, whatever information you have mentioned on your Google My Business, they are going to verify it through your local store or local clinic, as well as through your website. The name, the opening hours, your testimonials, your services, name, address, phone number, all these details, they are going to get it verified. Also, they are going to pick up keywords from your website to rank your Google My Business. So the website is very important. The reviews and ratings are very important. The NAP is very important. So please follow these practices to improve your ranking on Google My Business. Now, let's move ahead. Uh, let's see what is the importance of Google Ads. Okay, so the Google Ads, as I said earlier, is important because see, when you are not there in SEO, or if your organic result is not performing, how you're going to get customers, how you can get all those customers who are looking for the kind of services that you are offering. So for example, a user is searching for cosmetic dentistry on the right hand side, all these ads are appearing. Okay, all these ads are appearing. So Google will trigger some kind of ads. Okay, and basis that ad, once the user click on this ad, they will visit your landing page. Then they can fill out a form, or they can make a call directly, or they can directly book an appointment. There has to be some kind of call to action button on your website. Yes, there are questions like, okay, you have spent like 5-10,000 rupees, but it has not given you like the good result. Because see, at the end of the day, it's an iterative process. You spend small amount of money, you experiment, and then you do the analysis. Where was the problem? The problem was at a click level, the problem was at an impression level, the problem was at conversion level. Where was the problem? Wherever the problem is, so for example, if your ad is not getting visible, let's say I'm giving an example, if your ad is not getting visible, then what you can do is you can tweak the bid. If your people are not clicking on your ad, then that means the user are not liking the content of this ad. Please change it. If the CTR is very poor, if people are clicking on it but not filling up your lead form, that means the problem is with the website. Go and check the website. Why? What is the user journey? Why the users are not filling filling of your lead form. And for that, just get a Google Analytics installed with your website. You can get to see like what is happening on your website, how users are treating, how many people are, how much time people are spending on your website. If they're leaving the website in very small time, that means the problem, there is a problem with the website. So you have to trace the funnel, the user journey, where is the problem, and that's how you optimize it. Okay, so technically the objective of Google Ads to generate leads using search based ad, people searching for your ad. Also, you can create awareness through display ads. So if you visit any third party website, as you can see, like there is a screenshot of ClickBuzz on the right hand side, there is a Dove ad. This is only for creating awareness. So you can, sorry, excuse me. So you can run a display ad to make more reach or make people aware of your brand. You can run YouTube ads on like video ads on YouTube, so that people watching video, they can get those pre-roll ads on their YouTube. Okay. Then if you have a mobile app, you can run a mobile app installation campaign to get maximum number of installations. You can run ads through Gmail, like on Gmail there is a promotion tab where you get all those Gmail ads over there. You can run Gmail ads. You can run Google location ads. So if your Google My Business is not ranking, you can directly run ads on Google My Business map. So Google location ads is there. Then there is a discovery ad, people scrolling through their YouTube channel or through their YouTube account, they can get to see all those ads in between. So that is the discovery ad. So these are the various objectives that you can fulfill. But yes, the most effective one is this search ad lead generation. Reach out to all those audience who are looking for the services or the product that you're selling. Now, what are the best practices? First, number one, you have to do an immense amount of keyword research. And when I say keyword research, means there are multiple types of keywords. So there is a keyword which has got very high purchase intent. So for example, root canal treatment in Delhi. Okay. And there are like people searching, doing some kind of research about a keyword. Like for example, the side effects of root canal treatment. So this is more like a research based keyword, whereas root canal treatment in Delhi is more purchase oriented keyword. So you have to do a lot of research, like the kind of keywords that you want to use on your campaign, which is going to give you best result. Okay, so you have to do a keyword research. Then you have to show the effective ad content and show the right message, and this will eventually improve because you create 3 ads. One of them is working fine, the other two are not working fine, then immediately delete those 2 ads and create a new one. So effectively you will get to know like what exact ad copy that people are going to like. Okay, so and as I said earlier, it's a reiterative process. You can also create various extensions for engagement. For example, you can give them a call to action button. People click on that call to button, they can directly make a call to your clinic. Or you can put a message button, so you can run that message button only at night, so people looking for your services, they can drop a text message, SMS, on your mobile device at night. So you can optimize that. You can re-engage with your existing customers. So if you have the phone number or the email IDs of your existing customer base, what you can do is you can upload it on Google Ad and then trigger ads to all those users again. So for example, you have opened up a new center in Shishanlok and you want to send a message to all those users, you can directly do that using Google Ads. Okay. Then what other thing that you need a optimized website with all the call to action buttons. So whenever a user is visiting your website, it should have either a form or a booking engine or calling button. So you need the right call to action button on your website. So this is very important. And finally, whatever you do, please measure and analyze like where is the problem, where is the bottleneck, why you are not getting the desired result. Is it because of you are not getting clicks, you are not getting leads, you are not visible on Google search? Where is the problem? Is the problem with impression? Is the problem with clicks? Is the problem with the conversions? You have to analyze all those terms, or you have to analyze all those metrics to get the best result. So it's a reiterative process. You have to do something, you have to analyze, and then re-implement all those things. So these are the best practices on Google. And whatever queries that you have, please put it in the chat box. After this presentation, I'm going to take all those queries and answer to best of my knowledge. Facebook, on the other hand, is a little different tool. So let's see how Facebook works. So Facebook, as a normal user, I browse through Facebook, I do various kind of activities on Facebook, and basis various kind of activities, Facebook has created my persona. Facebook understand what are my needs. Okay, so when users browse through the content based on my interest, an ad may appear. Okay, an ad may appear. So on your right hand side, you can see there is a sponsored ad by Barbies. Okay, and the moment I click on this ad, either I can click to fill a lead form, or I can go and visit your website to book an appointment. So I can do any of this call to action. But we use Facebook mostly to create awareness, and like the objective is 70% awareness and 30% lead generation. Okay. So what are the various objectives that I can get fulfilled by Facebook? I can get website visit. I can directly generate leads. I want to generate the name, email ID, and phone number of my prospective customers. I can directly do that. I also want the like, comment, share on my Facebook post. I can do that. I can increase my post engagement. If you want, like you want to increase the follower base of your Facebook page, that also you can do using Facebook ad. Okay, so Facebook ad has given all those various features. You can also run ads for video views. You have a video communication that you want to promote, you can run a video view ad on Facebook. If you have a mobile app, you can run a mobile app installation campaign. If you want store traffic means people coming to your clinic, so that also you can do. And how you can do that? By running an ad and in your periphery, like 5 kilometers from your store. So whenever a person is visiting their Facebook, your ad may be visible to that particular person who is looking at or checking their Facebook wall, because they are in that particular geography of 5 kilometer radius from your clinic. So you can run the store traffic campaign as well. Now, what are the best practices of Facebook? The best practices is, see, the difference is on Google, you can trigger all those ads to people searching for your keyword. But on Facebook, you have to identify the persona of the user, like what could be the behavior of the users who are my prospective customers. So for example, as I said earlier, like for example, if you're a physiotherapist, you have to trigger your ads to people aged between 18 to 45, let's say, having interest in football or a lawn tennis or a badminton or any kind of physical activities or sports, okay, or any games. So you have to identify all those personas and trigger your ads to them. Then you have to show them the right message, the right ad content. What is your USP? Why should I trust you? So for example, you have a 30 plus years of experience. You have treated more than 15,000 of patients. So all these various type of communication you can do. On Google search ad, there is only text ad, but on Facebook there is image ad, there are video ads. Okay, so you can do a lot of messaging on Facebook. Okay, choose the right call to action. If your objective is to just generate leads, just run a lead gen campaign. But if your objective is to showcase all your services, your team members, your various content that you have on your website, then run a website traffic campaign on Facebook. That will build more trust. It will generate traffic as well as people will fill up the lead form. And also using a remarketing campaign or using your phone number, email ID, you can re-engage with your customers using remarketing campaign. Okay, and finally, just like Google ads, whatever you do, please measure and analyze. Okay, so try to measure where is the problem again. Is it with the impression, is it with the click, or is it with the conversion? Wherever the problem is, please tweak that particular element. So for example, if the problem is with the impression, if you're not getting the impression, then you may have to look at the bids or the targeting, whether the targeting or the audience size should not be very small. Okay, the audience is not very small, or you are not paying a very small amount to Facebook or a Google, so that they are not triggering your ads. So you have to see like the cost is optimized. It's not too less, it's not too high. Okay, if the problem is with the clicks, that means your ad copy is not effective enough. People are seeing your ad, but they're not clicking on it. That means they are not liking your ad. And finally, if you're not getting the conversions, if you're not getting the lead forms, if you're not getting the appointments, that means there is a problem with the website. It's not delivering the right message. It's not linked with the kind of ad that you are running. Please try to link them. And for that, you need a dynamic website. Dynamic website where you can, the moment you run an ad, you can directly change the content on your website immediately so that they are connected with each other. So these are the best practices of Facebook. Now, I would again hand over to Shirin. Shirin, can you take us through the next part of the presentation? I'll stop sharing. And please, whatever question that you have, I'd be happy to answer all of them.
Okay, just a request. If you have any questions, you can put it in the chat box or the Q&A feature. And thank you, Anirban, for providing such valuable information on digital marketing. And I'm sure all of you participants would have enjoyed the presentation and learned a lot of new things which will help you grow your practice. So let's conduct a poll again to see how many of you use digital marketing services. And if yes, then what kind of digital marketing services you all use. So, and we'll give 30 seconds for you to answer the questions. Let's see the results of the poll now. Okay, so no, most of you participants do not use any kind of digital marketing, and from those who use the digital marketing platform, you use Google My Business the most. That's a very interesting data point that we have received from this poll. Okay, so thank you everyone for answering the question. So next, we'll talk about our iCare Heals website builder. So first, we'll go over the steps from which how you can build your own website in just 5 minutes. From the previous poll that we have conducted, we can see that most of you don't have your website, and we provide solution to your problem. So we help you build a website in just 6 steps. So the first step is selecting your banner and color theme. Select your services, whatever services that you offer. The second step is selecting navigation items you want on your homepage, like about the clinic, specialization, services that you offer, your team, testimonials, etc. The third step is going to the edit option and entering details about the fields you have selected in the step before. Like if you want your team details, you go and edit in that option or the services that you provide. The fourth step is enter SEO tags to increase visibility. As outlined by Anirban, this step is very important to increase visibility of your website. The fifth step is check for mobile responsiveness so that you can see how your website looks in a mobile version. The final step is click on save and publish your website, and then your website is now live and it will be ready for users to engage with. Now, along with this, will also help you with banner selection and all the SEO friendly content. So that website creation is just a cakewalk for you. You wouldn't have to do anything at all. Now let's see a video which will help you understand the steps in a much better way. Thank you everyone for patiently viewing that website. Now, let's talk about the different offerings of eye care heal. So, with eye care heal, you can delight your patients at every touch point. So, let's go to the patient journey as they book an appointment with you. So, the thing with patients is that they look for easy ways to get themselves treated, and they want a very easy journey. So first they look for doctors online or offline, and then they book appointments. Before the appointment, they provide certain data about the symptoms or the problems that they are facing. And after that, they consult with the doctors and often obtain prescription from them. And then they do a follow up with the doctors. Now, we at iCare Hill made sure that we provide delight to the patients at every touch point through our offerings. So these are the offerings for our doctors app and web platform. So let's go over the features. So first is online consultation. With online consultation, you will be able to consult your patient from beyond the four walls of your clinic via video, text, or call. Next, you will have your digital presence. Like we have talked about before, you will be able to create your website in just 5 minutes and it will help you attract more patients. Consolidated calendar. With this calendar, your patients will be able to see real time availability of you and then book appointments. And with electronic health records, they'll be able to maintain and share their health records electronically, because of which you will be able to make diagnosis easily. And with patient management, you can use it to increase engagement with your patients by using various touch points. And with clinic management, you can automate your routine clinic tasks with clinic management app. Now, we also have developed a patient app, and let's talk about those features which will help you. So we have the patients can maintain their and share their health and their family's health profile, and they can see real time availability through the calendar and book appointments with you. And with our secure payment gateway, they can make online payments as well. And they're very safe and secure, and they can upload their health records through which you can monitor their health. And when it comes to virtual consultation, they can get in touch with you via video, call, or text. So, we would like to see how many of you are interested in iCare Heal's offerings and would like to avail it further. Okay, thank you. And let's hear the questions now. Let's go to the questions. So, first, the question is for Anirban. We have received from one of our participants. Is that do you think organic ways of marketing can bring results? And how do you see Google single page website as a tool to do this?
Uh, Thank you, Shirin. Thank you for asking this question. Sorry. Yes, the organic. So, can you just repeat the question again and please ask the first question first?
Okay, so do you think organic ways of marketing can bring results?
Yes, definitely. Yes, the organic ways of marketing can definitely bring result, but yes, it takes time. So please understand, there is nothing better than an organic results, just like the word of mouth. And if you have the right word of mouth in your area or in your locality, it can bring continuous customers to you. Just like that, if you have an organic way of marketing, if you're there on the Google search page, okay, or you have a huge amount of follower base on Facebook, the organic part of Facebook, then definitely that is going to give you the best of the results. Okay, that is the best way of marketing, and you don't have to pay a single penny for that. It's just like the word of mouth in the real world. But on the second question, there is a website called, yes, there is something called sites.google.com, using which you can create your own website. But the problem is, the website is just for providing information, and it does not have all the technicalities involved. So when I say technicalities, that means any website, the technical side of the SEO requires a sitemap, a robot dot controller, and all those various technical things that you require, which is not present on sites.google.com. And moreover, Google does not treat sites.google.com for the ranking factor. You won't see much website, or you won't see any website ranking ranking on sites.google.com on Google search result, because that's a domain owned by Google only. And those are, you can use sites.google.com for running ads and creating pages for information, that's all. But it cannot be used full-fledged for the website only, and it will not rank on Google. So that is the main challenge. Whereas with your own domain or any kind of other domain, you can definitely uh, rank yourself. So that is the second question, answer to your second question.
Okay, Anirban, thanks a lot for answering that patiently. So, we have a question for iCare Hilvikrant. So, the question is from one of our participants is that if I have a domain name of my own, can you still help us on that? Would you like to take that, and
Yeah, a
Vikrant?
very pertinent question. And first of all, thank you everyone for patiently listening to us, and hope we have added some value today. So, in terms of this question, what I understand is that you already have a web domain, and whether that same domain can be utilized or not. The answer is yes. So, it will not be a straightforward thing, but with our tech team, we can work on it and provide you the solution for same.
Okay, Vikrant, thanks a lot for answering that.
Shirin, there is one more question from Dr. Vivek Bajaj. For patients who don't understand English and if they don't have smartphone, yes, if they don't have smartphone, you won't be able to reach out to them, because as I said, digital marketing is marketing through internet. And if they don't have a smartphone, you there will be no internet, because on a basic phone you don't have internet. Okay, so it is very difficult to reach out to those audience who don't have a smartphone, that's true. Okay, but yes, people who don't understand English, you can simply run ad, और यू कैन सिंपली क्रिएट अ हिंदी वर्जन ऑफ योर वेबसाइट एज वेल. सो आप दो पेज बनाइए, एक इंग्लिश का पेज बना लीजिए, एक हिंदी का पेज बना लीजिए. आप एक हिंदी का लैंडिंग पेज बनाइए, एक इंग्लिश का लैंडिंग पेज बनाइए, और आप एड क्रिएटिव एक हिंदी का चलाइए, इंग्लिश का चलाइए, उसमें टारगेटिंग ओनली हिंदी ऑडियंस को कीजिए. सो वंस when you see the Facebook ad panel or Google ad panel, there is an option called language. Which language you want to target? You want to target only Hindi audience or Hindi build, or you want to target only Tamil? That you can, that's completely flexible, so you can target as per your requirement.
Thank you, Anirban.
Okay, I would like to take one more question. Acha, so okay, that has been answered, sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Anirban, for your inputs. And I would like to answer that from iCare Heal side as well. So when we say that uh, the patient is not knowing English, or the patient doesn't have a smartphone. So what we are seeing, the smartphone penetration has increased multifold in India, and even in rural areas, people are having smartphones. More than that, the internet penetration is also going on quite aggressively with 3G and then 4G and 5G coming into picture. So what we see as a future is that even a rural Indian, a Grameen person, he will be handling smartphone very effectively, and would do most of his tasks via their smartphone. And that is the reason iCare has built an application, a patient application, which works on their smartphone. As to the question on English, yes, that is a very pertinent question. India as a country has so many languages, and it changes as we go from one place to another. So iCare Hill also has plans for same, and in next phases we will be building a vernacular also, and bring in different languages, so that the real service to the patients happen, and doctors also face no issue in understanding and conversing with the patient. So that was from our side. There was another question from Dr. Rahul Gupta, which also I would like to take. Yeah, the question was, how much do you think we should invest in marketing? So, first of all, Anirban, in case you have any thoughts, and then
Yeah,
probably I can chip in from my career side.
yes, yes, definitely. Sorry. Can you hear me? Yeah. See, sir, to start off with, and I'm assuming you are using one platform, Google Ads. Okay. So if you want to invest only in Google Ads for people who are looking for you, okay, so that is the primary level objective, then you should at least start with 10 to 15,000 a month, and that too on a regular basis. How Google Ad works is it keeps on checking your history, how you have started and how long you want to play this game. So for Google, it's a game. How they want to check, are you a long term player or a short term player? So are you just experimenting this Google Ads panel, or you are trusting in this Google Ads panel and you are going to invest on it for a longer duration. So start with a very small amount of 200 to 300 rupees per day, or 400 rupees a day, and keep on running that for 5 6 months. Okay, and slowly keep on optimizing your campaign. Once you start getting results, then only you should increase your bid, or increase your budget. So start with anywhere between 10 to 15,000 rupees, and then slowly increase your budget. On Facebook, you should start with around 6,000. You should start with around 6,000 rupees a month, means 200 rupees a day. And again, you run it on a continuous basis. Don't pause or stop your campaign ever. Don't pause or stop your campaign ever. That's the rule of Google and Facebook. You keep on running it on a continuous basis. Okay, so that's how it works. For SEO, it all depends on a lot of factors. So uh, there is no investment that is required. So you have to keep on updating your content. You have to ask your customers to put reviews. You have to do a lot of technical stuff, which I guess is taken care by iCare Hill, which I don't know, like, Mr. Vikrant, can you like take that question, how
Yes, so thank you,
you can.
Nirvan. I think a marketing budget is something very specific to a person's objectives, as correctly mentioned. And I think doing marketing smartly is much more important than investing a lot into it. And I feel iCare Hill also has solutions in terms of providing you a website, and that too a dynamic website, and helping you reach your goals in a much more effective way. We can definitely get in touch with you offline, and we'll also showcase how we can help uh, in getting your objectives in minimum amount. Thank you. Shireen, over to you.
Okay. There is also one more question for Anirban. The question is, do you think Google AdWords work and your views on listing platforms? Have you answered that by any chance?
Yes, Shirin, I have answered all those questions, huh?
Okay, okay. So I guess that's it from our end. I hope all the questions have been answered. And if not, you can still put it on the chat box and we'll get to you via email. So I hope you all have enjoyed the webinar. The webinar has come to an end now. And with this, I would like to thank iCare Heal for hosting this webinar on such an important topic for doctors. And I would like to thank Anirban for providing such wonderful insights on digital marketing and spending his valuable time with us. And rest, I would like to thank all the participants who made time for this webinar from your busy schedule and ensured the webinar was a success. So thank you everyone. And if there are any questions, please put it up on the chat platform. Thank you
Thank you,
everyone.
Anirban. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you everyone, thank you, sir.